Halo pemirsa, selamat pagi. Selamat datang lagi di Pidas Live Channel. Hari ini adalah hari terakhir Travis, Zach, dan Rachel. Karena besok harinya mereka akan terbang balik ke Inggris. Nah, ini kita bangun pagi-pagi sekali supaya kita bisa pergi ke mall pas mereka buka ya. Jadi seperti yang kalian lihat, mall masih sunyi, sepi. Tujuan kita ke sini yaitu untuk gunting rambut. Saya pikir ini tradisi dari suami saya. Setiap kali mau meninggalkan Indonesia, dia akan menggunting rambutnya terlebih dahulu. Dari tadi kita keliling, cuma barber satu ini yang terbuka. Ada salon yang dibuka, cuma untuk rambut laki-laki itu baru ini ya. Jadi kita masuk ke sini saja untuk menggunting rambut Zach dan Travis. Seperti biasa tidak ada gaya guntingan yang lain selain gaya militer. Rambutnya langsung dicukur oleh bapak yang super talented ini. Kalian pasti bertanya, kenapa tidak gunting saja nanti kalau sudah sampai di Inggris? Nah pemirsa, pas dia sampai itu dia langsung masuk kerja. Jadi dia tidak mempunyai waktu untuk pergi berantri lama banget di barbershop. MG pemirsa, antrian di markas militer itu not a joke. So makanya dia kalau setiap kali dia pulang ke Indonesia itu kalau balik lagi ke Inggris langsung dia akan gunting. Kita menunggu suami dan anak gunting rambut. Rachel, saya kelihatan ganteng banget Zach juga rambutnya digunting karena dia akan masuk sekolah dan tempat barbershop yang dia pergi itu sama dengan Travis. Kecuali kalau ada saya di Inggris ya. Biasanya kalau Zach dia gunting rambut, seringkali saya bawa dia di downtown atau town center atau di pusat kota untuk dia gunting rambut di situ dari orang Inggris. Tapi kalau tidak ada saya, berarti Travis akan membawa dia di lokasi yang sama. Anyway, dia sudah terlihat sangat cogan banget. Di sini Travis kaget karena mereka ngelap mukanya Travis. Apa yang ngelap bahasa Indonesia pemirsa? Ngelap. Ngelap dengan handuk basah pemirsa. Sebenarnya ada pijatan juga ya, cuma Travis tidak mau. Dia kayak merasa agak bagaimana tahu, tapi dia puas dengan servis yang diberikan oleh barbershop ini. I mean, what do you think about the service?
A great service.
They're gonna give you a massage, you should get it. What?
Wow.
Look at you, so handsome. Did you get massage too? No? Wow, so handsome, Zach. Oke, makasih Pak.
Next.
Lanjut. Hola. Look. All of our outfits. Masih sunyi sekali mallnya ya karena pagi-pagi. Kita akan pergi cari makanan karena kita semua sudah lapar. Mau cari breakfast Amerika juga di sini belum buka, jadi kita pergi ke restoran King Cooker. Kita makan nasi goreng dan ini apa ini? Ini rambut kah? Plastik kah? Rambut apa ini yang panjang-panjang? Warna merah, bukan warna hitam. Nasi goreng ayam enak. Makanan Travis sudah diangkat. Makanan Travis sudah diangkat karena kedapatan ini. Tidak tahu kalau bisa lihat atau tidak. Saya taruh foto yang lebih cerah. Apa ini, rambut atau ini kayak rambut kayak I don't think this is hair. I think it's plastic.
Maybe from a spoon. A hot spoon, a plastic spoon.
Bukan rambut, ini kayak plastik. Dari makanannya sudah diangkat. Tidak makan lagi dia. Kita berada di King Cooker, ini restoran namanya. Ini juga tadi masuk di dalam sup saya. Dia sudah ambil sup saya. Tidak diganti, by the way. Saya makannya juga timun.
How do you drink what tea twice as fast as you can?
Saat ini saya suruh dia untuk makan banyak ya. Karena dia sampai di sini kekurusan. Makanan baru ya kan, jadi dia kayak masih beradaptasi begitu.
The only boy we've ever met who had to be forced to eat food.
Ini kaget orang-orang. Sebentar orang-orang lihat, kenapa ini anaknya kurus-kurus begitu, kenapa tidak makan-makan? Pemirsa, OMG, jangan ya, jangan ada komentar seperti begitu karena saya ini sudah capek untuk menyuruh dia makan, seriously.
Almost every time we have a meal with a family, we will only eat the rice and the vegetables and not the main food.
Yes.
And all, not every vegetable, just some vegetables like cucumber, carrots.
Ya. Susak ini dia suka nasi dengan sayur-sayuran. Kalau daging dia tidak terlalu suka-suka amat. So kebanyakan kalau kita makan di restoran begitu, yang dia ambil makan hanyalah nasi sama sayur-sayur. Di sini ayamnya lebih sehat-sehat. Kebanyakan yang dia suka makan ini burger, pizza. Kalau pizza dia kasih habis. I mean it's nice kalau dia makan itu semua kasih habis, tapi dia ini harus diperkenalkan, harus tidak pilih-pilih ya. Jangan sampai ada perang atau ada bencana apa terus kita tidak mempunyai makanan dan dia mau pilih-pilih, kan tidak bagus. So, nah dia kasih juga pada kalian dia makan nasi goreng. Kasih habis. Travis menikmati sisa makanan Rachel, nasi goreng.
Don't want to waste it.
Be careful with this. Kita kembali ke apartemen naik mobil mikrolet. Mobil mikro ini adalah favorit anak-anak. Jadi setiap kali kita keluar, kita usahakan untuk naik mikro saja daripada sewa mobil.
You gonna tickle me? Maybe no consequences. I'll tickle you harder.
What is wrong with you guys? Let's go.
She tickled me. She started it.
Rachel yang memulai peperangan.
The pool. It's payback.
You already got payback for the pool tickling a long time ago.
Oh, balas dendam Rachel ke Daddy.
You tickle me in the pool.
Rachel bilang Daddy kasih kile-kile. Kalian tahu kile-kile, kasih kile-kile begini pemirsa. Begini. Awas, awas, awas. Hujan, hey. Did you get the Wi-Fi? Yeah. Oh my gosh, Travis.
Where is the Wi-Fi?
Rachel, look at the way Rachel run. Look, look, look. Rachel.
Bye, Rachel. Pagi got a story.
Pagi.
Still morning?
Ini masih pagi, yes. Oh, sandal. Let's go. She tried to scare us. Home, home, winds on the... Hey, come on, let's go. Hey, stop it!
For a person who doesn't like tickles, you sure tickle a lot.
Actually, you were the one who started it.
No, you started it.
And you just pay back.
Yeah.
You balas dendam.
We were at one point even, and then you decided to try again.
Because you did it first. Tickle! You started it. Tickle! No. I'm funded. Mommy's not ticklish. I'm funded. Is it true? Mommy, are you
I'm glad that's on camera.
Kita cepat-cepat sekali masuk tadi untuk siap-siap mandi gercep karena kita akan pergi ke sekolah hari ini. Travis akan mengatakan sepatah 2 kata 3 kata pemirsa per ya di sekolah. Where's your glasses? Di rumah. Betul tidak bawa? Kalian lihat biar di tempat sombar aka shade, tempat yang bershade pemirsa, tempat apa ya? Sombar bahasa Indonesia apa ya? Berteduh. No, bukan nyanda. Sombar bukan berteduh. Bahasa Indonesia, saya pikir bahasa Indonesia lebih susah dari bahasa Inggris. Apa ini? Sombar. Kayak kalau ada bangunan dan kayak ada bayangannya, itu kita tempat sombar. Kayak tempat berteduh. Ya whatever. Ini kalian lihat toh? Yang ini tidak ada tempat berteduh. Toh? Nanti sebentar kalau ada bangunan yang lebih tinggi lagi dan bayangannya kemari pemirsa, itu muka Rachel pun tidak akan gelap. Namun muka saya ketika di tempat sombar lebih gelap lagi pemirsa. Can you imagine that? Like why? Why God? Ini lipstick sama warna dengan bibir Rachel sudah. The same color as your lips. Nice. So pretty.
I'm seeing myself.
Really? Travis, saya dan Rachel ini sekarang lagi di perjalanan pergi ke sekolah SMA karena dia akan mengatakan 1, 2, 3, 4 1.000% kata. Dia menjadi tamu di situ ya, jadi tamu native speaker, aka pembicara langsung dari luar negeri. Karena teman dekat saya adalah salah satu guru di sekolah SMA ini, jadi dia memanggil kita untuk, datang. Now ini sebentar Travis berbicara 100% pakai bahasa Inggris. Jadi saya anjurkan kalian untuk kasih aktifkan settingnya, pengaturan di video ini yang sekarang kalian nonton. Itu ada pengaturan untuk kalian ganti bahasanya, jadi translate apa yang dikatakan Travis langsung dari video ini pemirsa. So don't forget that.
Masih ingat Iwan?
Iwan siapa?
Iwan yang pernah duet lalu.
Yang duet di mana?
Di karaoke dah.
Yang Beauty and the Beast? No. Lagu apa itu? I pray you'll be alright. Iya, masih ingat. Oh, kira-kira dia. Oh. You got that. I did a duet with her friends back then.
Let me introduce you to Sir Apries.
Hi.
Hi.
His class.
But I've been a math tutor since I was in 6th grade, and then when I got into the military, I regularly, as part of my job, train other military members for my job.
Your military?
Yes.
Well, kita hanya menunggu aba-aba saja, ya. Kapan saja engkau siap, we go.
Motivate the students to speak English.
Yes, motivate the students to speak English.
Encourage them to be brave to speak English.
Yep. The only way to learn is to practice. Throw yourself in the deep end. Be around lots of Americans and other English speakers.
Yeah.
If you're always just speaking with other Indonesians and speaking English, I met a Chinese professor of English. He has a doctorate in English. Supposed to be the best English in China, but he was always teaching in China, and thus he never spoke to any native speakers. So even though he could write English very, very well, probably better than me, he couldn't speak anything. How can you be an English professor and not be able to speak any English? Right?
Yeah.
So that's an example. You need to actually be in the culture, actually talk to the people that speak the language natively if you want to learn how to speak it fluently. So much of speaking English is not what's in the textbook.
Halo. Menuju ke kelas sekarang. Ini SMA Ebenezer. Jadi kalau di depan itu SMP, di depan jalan ya. Ini di bagian telling. Pas masuk ke dalam SMP itu SMA.
I'm not actually an English teacher, however, I am a native speaker. Is anyone having any trouble with my rate of speech? Am I speaking too quickly? Yes. Okay. I'm already speaking slower than my normal dialect, but I will slow down for this class. Listen up. The goal for today is I want to go over some things that are uncommon English. Because as you may know, America is many, many states that are all like their own country. Many countries in one. And because America is so big, American English has many dialects. Some of them are influenced by other languages. Example, in Illinois, we have Creole and Cajun, which are influenced by a combination of English and French. In New York, New York's history was it was the hub, the entry point into America for a lot of the Jewish and Italian people leaving their countries to go to America. So because of that, New York is a combination of Yiddish and Italian and English. And in Texas, which border Mexico, English is a combination, often includes Spanish or Spanglish, Spanish and English combined. Has everyone heard of an idiom? Can someone explain to me what an idiom is?
Some kind of slang, but it's kind of really used in real life, like the fence on the grass on the other fence is always greener. That's the example.
Fairly good definition. I'm going to go over some idioms. I'm going to say some idioms, and I would like you guys to tell me, raise your hand, if you can tell me what the idiom means. If I tell you to go break a leg, what does that mean? It's good luck. Say my wife could have told me before I come through this door, break a leg, honey. And she doesn't mean literally break my leg. She means good luck teaching. He or she is the black sheep.
He's different?
Not necessarily different, but the one that is the bad apple, basically. Oh, that's another idiom, bad apple. It's the one that is a problem in the group. Getting a little long in the tooth. It means getting old. Are you gonna throw in the towel? That means to give up. These idioms are kind of just an example to you that there is a lot to English that isn't in the textbook. If you guys want to learn English, really learn how to speak English, it's not just what they're teaching you in those textbooks. This is the first step. This is the foundation you need to have. But if you want to go on and use your degree, and by the way, your degree is only as valuable as how you use it. You can spend a lot of time, you can spend a lot of money on learning something, but if you never use it, was the time spent worthwhile? It's not just speaking to one American or having one American in your life or one British person, because as I'm explaining to you, English has many dialects. If you want to speak it and be more fluent in it, you need to speak to a wide variety of people who speak the language. Because someone from Minnesota is going to speak different from someone who's from California, who's going to speak something different from someone who's in Texas, who's going to speak different from someone who's in New York, or someone who's in London. It's all different.
Previously, you told us that you were in the Air Force, right?
Yes.
And you said you had a lot of survival skills. Could you maybe tell us one or two about those?
Know how to signal an aircraft using a mirror where you send light signals at the aircraft to let them know where to pick you up. I know how to build a fire that doesn't produce smoke so I can get the warmth but doesn't give away a signal of where I'm at. I know how to build a shelter underground so the people looking for me can't find me, but I can stay protected under the ground. I know how to treat major injuries, like if my leg were to have an arterial bleed or I had a leg cut off or something. I know how to do first aid. I know how to build night vision goggles in the dark with just my hands.
Kind of culture shock when you went here.
Yes. I'm sure you guys know the bathrooms here are very different. Toilets are very different, yeah? Yeah. Also, birthdays and weddings are very different. The bride or the groom to feed the members of the family, the cake, that's totally strange to me. In America, the wife and the husband, wife and husband, giving a fork of cake to each other is like an intimate, romantic thing. So then it stops there. If you go and do that for someone else in the family, like your wife's dad and your wife's mom, you're doing something romantic for someone that isn't your wife. It seemed really strange to me. I like, ugh. So the passport office requires you to wear pants and shoes. America's public offices like that, they don't have dress codes. You have to wear clothing, obviously, but they're very loose with it because they're public servants in America. They serve you. You're not having to rise to their level. They are there to serve you in America. I speak very little Bahasa Indonesia. I speak on the level of a small child, like ini, sini, susu, kiri kanan, masuk, stuff like that. Like I speak very little bit. I can order food like I can say mau nasi goreng ayam. You're in 11th grade, right? You should probably be thinking about your future because it's going to come up on you pretty quick. And the decisions you're making now, they're going to have a big foundational effect on your life. Though you may not be able to act on your plan in the immediate, having a plan is most important because one thing I've definitely learned about a lot is goals. If you have none, you will get nothing. If you have goals, you have something you want to work towards, a specific plan, like I want to be this, I want to do this, then you can start working on the how. And you can every day be working towards that how and towards that eventual future, right? You should have an image of who you want to be. Not just like what job you have. A job's one thing, but do you want to be a good father or a good mother, right? Do you want to be someone who's reliable? Well, someone who's reliable is someone who regularly makes promises that they fulfill. That means that the things you're doing now, the habits you're making now, that is working towards that person you want to be. Starting today, if your goal is to be that thing, you take it seriously, you can start making those changes you need to be in your life to be that better person. The steps you're doing today might be small steps, and they stumble into things, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But if you are working on a direction, you might still have stumbling blocks. You might still have times where you fail, but at least you know you're moving in a set direction towards a set goal. And you're more likely to be successful if you have a heading. Any other questions? Was that way too fast? I'm sorry if it was. Anyone got any questions for Rachel? Can Rachel have candy? Can she have candy? Absolutely. And she can say thank you as well. On that note, even if the question isn't that important to you, you practicing asking the questions and talking with me is kind of the goal here. I would say my biggest regret is I have given up a lot of time with my family to do what I do. Being in the military has had a very heavy cost.
On a more positive note, I know that America and Indonesia are very different worlds, but is there any culture or anything similar that you found in Indonesia that you have in America?
Well, you'll find that everywhere you go, there's good people and there's bad people, right? Yeah. And I've met a lot of great people here. I very much thank you for letting me be here today.
We also feel so blessed to have you here. Thank you very much. Will you please give it up Thank you to Miss Anderson.
You're all welcome.
That's a lot. Banyak sekali dengan salud.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Selesai sudah. Sekarang waktunya berangkat. Oh my, macet banget.
Oh iya, jam pulang sekolah.
Jam pulang sekolah, Pak Tegang.
Sekolah Ebenezer sangat dekat sekali dengan kampus saya, jadi saya stop di depan kampus untuk menunjukkannya kepada Rachel, dan tadi dia sempat kaget ya, dia pikir itu rumah. But anyway, terima kasih banyak sudah menonton. Kita ketemu lagi di video saya yang akan saya upload segera pemirsa, karena Travis akan pergi. So, kita ketemu lagi dengan secepat mungkin. Oke, bye.